we now going to legitimize Gestapo taxes in this county? And I'm sorry, but there's no other way of referring to these abuses. These abuses are happening all over the county, not just in the Las Palmas community, but they are certainly the most discriminatory and egregious reality here. I have submitted to you via email the text of the law that was enacted in 1989 by Congress, which gave rise to the expansion, restoration, and the basis of environmental concerns. I don't want to read the whole, the many paragraphs that refer to the 8.5 square mile area, but in every instance, it refers to the residents of the area and also the agricultural area, farmlands, not wetlands.
I'd love for you when you read, but I think if you can tell us some of the experiences, just sharing it with us, I think it'll have a lot more impact than just reading.
Well, as I said, people are jumping fences to go into these properties unannounced. I can tell you that if that were happening, if that happened to me, I would take immediate actions and make sure that it never happened again.
How has DERM, because this goes back to when they flooded the area and everything else. There's a lot of people who didn't want to hear back then. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the area has been flooded. We know that these were things that were going on, experiments, and again, something that should be against the law.
What happened to the lady that had the hunger strike?
The lady with the hunger strike, I don't know what her situation is today, but she has probably lost the property or about to lose the property. Many of these people, as I say, they can't mow, and if you don't mow your property, what's going to happen to it? You won't be able to go out into your yard. And these are farmlands. They have to be mowed, they have to be maintained, they have to be capped. You fertilize, you plant. Those are the things you do in farmlands. And these people are not allowed, and yet they are cited if they don't mow and clean their properties. And these people are taken to court.
That's why I wanted you to hear that.
They're taken to court with these excessive fines that are unrepayable, and they lose their property. They're auctioned off. So,
and I'm sure everybody here some may have questions because it seems like it's an abuse. That department was originally meant to regulate and help our environment, which is what we all might want. But they have transgressed, as have other departments, into just making money. I know Commissioner Moss was coming, but he sent a memo that he was going to be here late, and he wasn't aware of this presentation. So, because I know him and I have fought this a lot, but there's a few people here, Commissioner Soto.
There are many people that we're very appreciative, and we're still in the area because of your support. So we thank you so much. But these excesses are still going on. We've been able to fight every other agency that has been involved. The Canal Project, which is supposed to be giving flood protection, that's what the law says, to the area. And yet DERM has been out there abusing and making these people lose their property. Every single property that has been taken over by the government has been paid to the property owners, except these people. And I have a map here. This is what the 8.5 square mile used to be, the entire area. This area, the community agreed to give it up because the Corps said that it was lower lying areas and they would not be able to get the flood protection that these areas would receive. And yet these areas were actually 5 to 6 feet above sea level, which is higher than many places in Hialeah and Sweetwater. The levee is adjacent to this area. This is supposed to be protected area. This is the canal, and this is also to be protected. These are the people that are now under the extreme wrath of DERM, and these people are losing their properties. They can't do anything, and so they've been working for all these years, paying taxes, trying to maintain their properties, and instead of being compensated, if the government wants the lands, they're being lost. They're being confiscated.
I think Commissioner Soto had a comment, and so did Commissioner Diaz, and then maybe